Hello everyone, myself PULKIT and you are watching PULKIT.PY. In this tutorial we are working with a Python library named Numpy. So let's see how well Numpy will work, how to install Numpy module and many more. So without wasting our time, let's start the video. So guys, before starting the video, first of all we have to know what is Numpy. So for this video we are using our Jupyter browser. So what is Numpy? Numpy is a Python library which work with array. So first of all you have to know what is array. So array, there are the type of list that we can enter like 1, 2, 3. This is the single dimension array, and you can use this for 2D array. Like this is the 2D array that we are creating. So this is the array. So Numpy work with array. And when was Numpy created? So Numpy created in 2005, and it is an open source project. You can freely use the project Numpy, and basically Numpy stands for numeric Python, like Numpy. So it stands for numerical Python. So Numpy stands for numerical Python. So why we use Numpy? So Numpy, basically the use of Numpy is it is faster than list. So working with list which we are complicated, or it take a lot of time to execute a program. So but working with Numpy, it is 50% faster than a traditional Python list. And now you have to first of all install the Python Numpy module. And if you know that Numpy is built in Python, it is a Python library, so it is built in Python, and it is also written in C and C++. So most of the code is working with C and C++. So now we have to install our module. So first of all you have to go to your command prompt, but here I am using an command prompt here. Okay, so the command is pip install numpy. So in my system it was saying requirement will be already satisfied because I've already installed the module. So but when you install, it will take a little bit of time to install the module. So let's work to the first program. So first of all you have to know if it is working or not. So here we used to import. Now so it is important perfectly. So here we create a array using Numpy. So here we create numpy.array, and it is a function, and we have to define a array. So here we use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's print array. Let's see what it will print. So it is printing 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it is working properly. But now what we have to do, we have to just import Numpy as np. Okay, now np is because we don't have to write again and again numpy. And let's check if this is working or not. Okay, so we have to, and again you can check this is working properly. So after that you can also check the version of your Numpy. So np.version, in my system it was 1.16.5. you can check in your system that which version of the Numpy you are using. So now we have to check what type of array it is. So first of all we have to create an array that I have already created here. So now you just have to print type array. Okay, now let's check what it will print. Again it is array numpy nd array. So why it will printing numpy nd array? Because we create a numpy nd array. The object is array. So when you call a function array, it create a and d array. So now let's check another the dimensions. Let's check the dimension of array. So there are the types of dimensions. So like first of all we have to create a 0d array, numpy.array. Here you have, I just pass a variable 12 and print array. Let's run this program. It will printing array. So this is the one dimension array. Oh, this is the 0 dimension 0d array. We can say 0d array. Now we have to create a 1d array. Let's check 1d array. Now array is equals to np.array, calling the function and defining 1d array. Okay, so print array. So let's see what it will print. It will print 1 2 3 4 5 because we create a 1d array. Now again we have create a 2d array. Array is equals to np.array. Now 2d array contain two lists in a one list. So let's check how. So I have create a list inside a list, and here I will create another list. So this is our 2d array. Means how we can say 2d, because there are the two lists inside a single list. This is called 2d array. So if we print, what it will print? So you can check that it will print a 2d array in a format. So now we create a 3d array. 3d arrays is same as the 1d is as a 2d array, but it contain the three dimension. Let's check. Array is equals to np.array, creating a function, and here we create a one list 3 4. Anything we can write here 4 5 6. Okay, so now let's check it what type of array it is. So you can check it will print a list. Why it will printing a list? So it is because you are using a 3d array. So here you have to import one more square bracket. Okay, now if we run, what it will print? It will again printing the same. It is because you have to close the every array here. Invalid syntax. So there are the two. Okay, so here I miss now you can check that it will print a array here. So now you can create any dimension array like this. Okay, so if you want to check the dimension of array, that what dimension of it, so you can just print array dot ndim. It is printing that it is a 2-dimension array. So you can create any dimension, any array, or you can check the how many dimension of array it is by using this function n dimension. Ndim is refers to the n dimension array. Or like you have to create a array, multi-dimensional array without defining. So multi-d array. Okay, so array is equals to np.array. Here just we have to create 1 2 3 4 5, and n dimension is equals to, like, we create a 3, or print array, or like we have to print the array is array dot n dimension. Okay, so I forget that here we have to use diamond, not dimension. So let's check. So you can check this is a 5-dimension array, and you can create a multi-dimensional array using this n dimension. Okay, so now we have to check the elements of array. Now we have to use array by index value. So again we have to create a array numpy.array. We create 1 2 3 4 5. So first of all I have to clear all those who have the problem that array is the index of array is starting from 0. Means if we want the value of 1, we have to use print array 0. So what it will print? Okay, so it is a built-in function we have to use here. So you can check when we use a 1, so it will print a 1, and if we use a 2 instead of here, if we want 1 instead of 0, what it will print? It will print 2. So the index value of array start from 0. Guys, we remember that array start from 0. If we want this value, you have to use the index value 0. Okay, so now if you want to add two values in an array, how to use? So let's print array 0 plus array 2. Now what it will print? It will print 1 and 3. So that the answer of this value is 4. Let's check. So it will printing 4. Now if we want to check the value of this, so you can check it here. First of all we have to use print array 0, print array 2. So you can check 1 3, and while we have here add the both of the value, it will print 4. So now we check the index value of two-dimensional array. Now again we have to create array numpy.array. So again it is a function. So first of all we have to create a two-dimensional array. Now here 4 5 6 7. Okay, now print array. If you want any value from this index, like you want this 3 value 3, so what you have to do here we use array 0 dot, and let's check in which what index the 3 is. So 0 1 2, so the 3 is at the 2 value. So now let's check. You can check the 3 is printing, and if we use this 3 plus 6, so now what we have to do, array 1 3, okay, I'm sorry, 1 2. So now the value of this, it will print, it will have to print 9, because 0 2, the value of 0, this one is 3, because we are taking 0 of 2, and here we are taking 1 of 2. Okay, so as you can check, it will print 3, it will print 9. So by using this index, by using the index value, you can access the variables present in the array. So you can you can perform any task using the array indexing, like you can subtract, you can minus, you can use the value of anything you want. So now we have to move on the array slicing. Now what is array slicing? So slicing in Python means taking element from one given index to the another given index. Means you have a array, like we define a array here. Array is equals to numpy.array. Here we define 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and we want the value from 3 4 5 6. We want this value only, like 3 4 5 6. So what we'll have to do, we have print array. Now first of all we have to check that the 3 is at the second place, like 0 1 2. So here we write 2 and colon, and we have to take the take 7. So here we have to use 6. Okay, now it will print the 3 4 5 6 7. Now let's check. You can check that it will print 3 4 5 6 7 as we index the value, and you can also use this like that too. Now let's check what it will print. It will print the whole value after 2, and you can also take the last value. Means if we use the 2 here, what it will print? It will print the first 2 value only. So that's how you can slice the array. Or you can check, you can take also steps, like we want 2 to 5, and the step it will take 2. So why it will print 3? Because we are starting from 2, it will 3 and 2 5. So 1 2 0 1 2 3 4 5. It will take to up to 6. So we are using a step 2. So it will print the value, it will left the value, means it will show the value of index value 2, like we here, print array starting from 2 ending from 8, and we have used 3. So this is the step why we have used 2 steps. So if we want a value from a particular index, means a particular steps, like from we had the array start from 3 and it will print 6 and it will print 9. Now let's check 3 and 6. Why it will printing 3 and 6? Because we take the index value from till the 8. So that's why it will printing only 3 and 6. And now let's move on to the data types in array. So there are all the data types like string, integer, float, boolean, and complex. These all are the data types present in the you can use in a Numpy. So now why we have to use? So if we print array.dtypes, so you can check that it will printing that the value of this array is in int value, is in int. So if we create a array, like array is equals to np.array, here we write apple, banana, cherry, and if we check the data type array.dtype, it will printing u6. So why it will printing u6? U6 is basically u6 is for string, so string objects. U6 is defined for string object, and I4 is defined for int value, means if it will print I4. Like if we use I4, so it will print int value, int 32. And if you want to convert float value to string, so what you have to do, like np.array 1.1 2.2 3.3, and here we use new array is equals to array.astype I, print new array, print new array.dtype. So you can check, we declare a value in float, and here the value we get in int. So it is because we have printed here. So if we print array, so you can check that it will print here in index value, means it will print in here float. So that's how you can change the value of our numpy module, means value in our numpy. Okay, so now we have to move on array shape. So what are array shapes? So first of all we have to declare a array. So by programming it's easy to understand. We create a two-dimensional array. Array.shape. So now let's check what this function will print. It will print that it is a two-dimensional array and it has 4 elements. And if we here add another element, so it will printing that it has 3-dimensional array with 4 element index. So the shape function will define what are the arrays, what are the array, means what the shape of the array, means it is a 2D array, it is a 3D array, and how many elements are in the array. And now we have to move on a reshape array. So what will reshape do? Reshape convert your 1D array into 3D array, 4D array, and anything you want. So now let's check. Array is equals to np.array. Here we create 1D array up to like 12, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now new array is equals to array dot reshape 4 to 3. So what will 4 to 3 will do? New array. So it will change the 1-dimensional array into 4-dimensional array, and each dimensional has passed 3 elements. So you can check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is why you can check, you can use the this is how you can use the reshape array using this is how you can check the 3-dimensional array. Okay, so now we have to move on printing of array, means illitering of array. So it was just simple. We can check this array, or So now for x in array, print x. So it will show just the element in our element that are present in our array. So and if we want to print a two-dimensional array like for x in new array, for y in x, print y, it will also print the same as it is. Using this you can print array, means you can print the value present in array. So that's all guys. You can download this complete file from the description, and if you have any query, you can ask me on Instagram. The link is in the description of Instagram. And thank you guys, have a nice day. If you like my video, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you.